Hey everyone, and welcome to Just Us Bros podcast, where we talk about all our favorite fandoms, all our favorite nerddoms, and maybe sometimes there's a little connection between those. Anyway, I'm Hokie Joker. The other two aren't joining me tonight because we want to get to know you a little better. We want you to get to know us. So anyway, here's a segment we've started to call Get to Know a Bro. So to start off, we have me, Drew. That's what you can call me, but you can call me Hokie Joker. I was born and raised in the mountains and hills of Virginia and met Green Lantern in preschool. We've been friends ever since. Met Bat Drew in high school. We sort of had we had a friend who had a brother who hung out with Bat Drew, and so we all just sort of hung out. And, typical high school, I peaked athletically at high school, and to the shock of no one, I got 0 D1, 0 D2, 0 T3 offers. I'm okay with that. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell by the subtle hints behind me, I'm a proud Virginia Tech Hokie, and when I was there, we were good at football. Tyrod Taylor was the quarterback, or Tyrod, however you want to pronounce it. And I was a little bit of a nerd. Dark Knight just came out, and so I was like, I'm going to combine the two. And this was my first taste into cosplay. I combined Hokies and the Joker, and Hokie Joker was my first sort of combination of football and cosplay, and man, it was fun. So I got out of college and all that, and me, Bat Drew, and Green Lantern have been friends ever since. So it's going on 15 so years, but we have this love for comic books. So I'm DC Comics, Marvel movies, just to name a couple. Dexter, I love Dexter. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Sandman, Arrow, Flash. You can hear all about those on our podcast that we've talked about in previous videos. But after a while, you want to go to these conventions and cosplay. So some of the ones I've cosplayed as Red Lantern, Guy Gardner, Deathstroke / Slade Wilson, a Joker as Riddler, Deathstroke, Mech Suit Batman, Deathstroke, a Joker as Deathstroke, a Green Lantern, Rick Sanchez as the Flash, an improved Deathstroke, same Deathstroke, Jay Garrick, the Batman Who Laughs, Fat Thor, Red Hood, Diebeard from Peacemaker, and most recently, Billy Butcher from The Boys. And you see with all those cosplays that there's a lot of work going on, and recently one of my favorite tools to help with these cosplays is a 3D printer. And since, you want to get to know me and I want you to get to know me, let me show you one of the nerdy things I'm really into, finishing up a 3D print. Some of the things that I've printed in the past were Mjolnir, Stormbreaker, Eye of Agamotto, the Aether, Domino Masks, you name it, I've made it. So just to give you a start on this print, I started printing this on my Creality CR10, printing in 0.3 millimeter layer height. And this took about 48 hours to print. And as you can see, it's starting to get shape, some more layers, more infill. And as you can see, it's a Red Hood helmet. And, getting it off the print bed can be an adventure sometimes, so there's a lot of cracking and squeezing, and all of a sudden you just, whoop, there it is. I start off by giving it a layer of Bondo glazing spot putty. Yeah, just look at how much I covered of this. Then there was sanding. I tried to get that as smooth as possible. Then I put a layer of gold spray paint on there, just to sort of look for the cracks and any sort of spots I missed with the glazing putty. And then more sanding. Yeah, you'll hear this from any 3D printer. Sanding is a vast majority of it. Then I had a 2-part epoxy resin to really smooth it out. This is something you can get from Walmart. It cures in about 8 hours. So I do it at night, let it cure overnight and until it's ready to go. But with this, you got to make sure you move fast, keep moving, make sure the resin doesn't pull up in the eye holes, any drips off the back, because then you'd have to resand that, and you're trying to cut back on that. And you just don't want any blobs. So look at this result. It looks really glassy, really smooth. You can see that shine, but it's not the color we're going for, of course. So, you can still see some of the layers beneath that gold. This is just a protective layer of sorts, but I wanted to smooth it out. I take it outside to my, as you can tell, fancy paint base, and I spray it with a gloss black, which is very important when it comes to that top layer, because that black layer is really going to make the metallic shine. And then after another layer of gold, you can see I'm using a Duplicolor automotive paint. I think this is a GM paint to really give it that automotive shine. But here's after it dried and after a clear coat. Just look at that shine. Look how metallic it looks. You can somewhat see the reflection of the camera in there. And I've made multiple of these. These are really fun. This is a hobby that I like to do. So after some detail work with, the panel lines, putting the lenses in, let's take a look at how it turned out, shall we? Not too bad, nice shiny metal red. Can you see that a little bit better? Oh yeah, look at that shine. I love it. And of course, it's wearable. Maybe you need some foam padding, but it looks pretty good to me. So anyway, guys, that was Get to Know a Bro About Me, Hokie Joker. If you want to know more about me, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to get to know Green Lantern or Bat Drew, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to talk about. Maybe you want to know my favorite movie, Forrest Gump. Favorite anime, Yu Yu Hakusho or Dragon Ball Z. But if this is something that you like, please comment, please subscribe. We love the support. It really helps us grow this channel. Anyway, I'm Hokie Joker, or Drew. Cheers.